You're welcome to be there.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
How's that?
You look like a farmer.
Yes. I want that. Hi, my name is Malungisa Funda. This is Emmanuel Centre for Community Empowerment, which is it's a ministry, NPO, born from the church. The name of the church is Living Water Community Empowerment. So I'm both the founder, co-founder of Emmanuel Centre and also in the church. Okay, when it comes to the challenges that we saw in the beginning was, of course, we are in this community, an informal settlement. It's more of a poverty that is caused by unemployment, where you find a lot of people, are not working. I'm talking about not only youth, yes, youth in majority, but also adult people, who are in the age of being mothers and fathers, who are people who are supposedly to be having their own families. So that's the challenge that we saw in the beginning, and that problem or challenge gave rise to many other challenges or other problems where young people, because they've got nothing to do, they're not employed, they're not going to school, then they end up getting involved in other, social ills like your abuse of alcohol, drugs, and crime and so on. Yeah. So to us, starting a garden was one element of intervention. We started talking about what solutions that we can have in terms of addressing these issues. We also started a soup kitchen. We wanted to start a space, a safe space where people can vent their challenges, their issues, and what interventions that can be drawn into such challenges. So the garden was one that became what people speak about, that if we can. So to us it will be a three-phase. One, we started to train people to start their own home gardens so that they can have their own fresh vegetables. Then the second phase of that will then be people identifying a space in the community. Could be a dumping space where they can, maybe 2 people or 3 people that have already their own home gardens, then they will come together, start something like a cooperative. Then the third one will then look for a bigger space, maybe a space more like a farm, which is what we have at the present moment. So this started in 2018. So that was the way how we address unemployment, lack of food, poverty. That's how the garden to us came as an idea. Yeah, so wow, it's really made a huge difference. Our systems of interventions or ways of intervention is to say we are not going to work on our own. We are going to look for other partners, stakeholders. And through that, we have managed to partner with many other organizations, including as well the warehouse and also other organizations that will take young people for a learnership, in terms of urban agriculture. Through that, we also help people to get equipment, gardening equipment that amounts to 15,000, and there are about 55 people that get those, that started their own gardens. And at this point in time, we have people that continue to have their own home gardens and continue to have space of land where they work and do gardening in groups. Also, not only gardening, they also farm, pigs, and also do poultry. So we've got that. That is a symbol of hope. It really cut a lot in poverty and also unemployment. So people, they serve you during this time of the month, and also in weekends you will see people pushing wheelbarrows full of spinach, full of vegetables. That is from the initiative that we started. Whenever I'm in the meetings of ministers, fraternal and so on, people talk about the warehouse. So I did not know about the warehouse myself until I met one gentleman by the name of Malungisa. Then he knew the kind of work that we are doing. So he mentioned to me the name of Ngosi, and then who's working with the warehouse, and then he arranged a meeting with me and Ngosi. Then we met. Then Nkosi started to explain to me the warehouse and what the warehouse does. Actually, us starting the garden, it was a help that came through Nkosi, which is the warehouse. And then I became interested to know more of the warehouse as a church leader. And it really helped me. To me, it became clear that as a church, we cannot just only exist in these four walls where we are. The church is as a result of what the community is. So I saw it very, very challenging that we need to do something. 70 to 80% of the people that benefited in what we do are not the members of our church. And we never became interested for them to become members of our church because we did not want to build our church, build a church. We understood this. We are called to build the kingdom, to contribute in establishing the kingdom here where we are. This is one of the sponsor shops. I think there were two of them that we worked with when we received the vouchers through the house to buy groceries, which is supporting the local economy.